Hi everybody, this is Dr. Robyn MacKillop with Get That GED, and today we are going to work on some quadratic equations. On the GED math test, there will probably be 2 at a minimum. There are 2 on the practice tests. So let's take a look at them and get going. All right, this is a quadratic equation. M squared minus 6m plus 8 equals 0. And what you are looking to do is solve it in 2 ways. Let me grab the formula sheet. So on the test, you have this available, this formula sheet. Here is your quadratic equation formula. Negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2 times a. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite that so you can see it better. We've got negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c over 2 times a. And our equation is m squared minus 6m plus 8 equals 0. So the first thing you're going to do is find your a, your b, and your c so you can fill out your formula. Right there. A is 1, b is negative 6, and c is 8. We come back to the formula, and this is all you're going to do. Punch these into your formula. Negative 6b. So negative 6 plus or minus the square root of negative 6 squared minus 4 times a is 1 times c is 8 over 2 times a is 1. When you have double negatives, 2 negatives in a row, that is a positive. This is now 6 plus or minus square root. Negative 6 times negative 6 is 36. Minus 4 times 1 is 4 times 8 is 32. 2 times 1, 2. Now you figure out this right here in the square. We've got 6 plus or minus the square root of 4 over 2. And one more time, 6 plus or minus 2. I almost wrote the square root over 2. So you're at the end, and this is what you need to do now. 6 plus 2 is 8 over 2 equals 4. That's your first answer. 6 minus 2 is 4 over 2. 2 is your second answer. So for your quadratic equation, your answers are m equals 4 or 2. Let's do one more. Let's choose. Let's go ahead and do this one. So again, you're looking for your A, B, and C. This one, A is 12, B is 7, C is 1. And then we have our formula, negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c over 2 times a. Now we just plug these in. So b is 7. Negative 7 plus or minus the square root of 7 squared minus 4 times a is 12 times c is 1 over 2 times 12. Negative 7 plus or minus square root of 7 squared is 49, 7 times 7, minus 4 times 12 is 48 times 1, over 24. And one more time, we've got negative 7 plus or minus square root of 1 over 24. Now, when you run into one like this, where it's imperfect, you don't have a nice square root, just use your calculator to double check it. It makes a lot of sense. So we're going to type this in, starting with your fraction key. And I'm going to say negative 7 plus square root, green button, square root 1, then arrow down, 24 is negative 1/4. That's one of your answers. Now you're going to do it with the minus sign. So again, and use your calculator for these. You don't have to figure these out by hand. Negative 7 minus green button, square root 1, arrow down, 24, arrow over, enter, negative 1/3. Those are your two answers for this quadratic equation. So it is, x equals negative 1/4 and negative 1/3. All right, so if you have any questions on these or other GED subjects, I teach all 4. If you would like to work with a teacher, just let me know. You can comment below. You can send me a private message, or you can just ping me on text. All right, have a great day, and I